Pizza guys have read it. What's the strangest thing you've seen when delivering pizzas? I deliver for DoorDash and Grubhub. Sometimes pizzas. One time I picked up an order from each app. Same exact order, from the same restaurant. Both named James. To the same hotel. When I knocked on the door, two guys were there and asked me which was I, DoorDash or Grubhub. I told them I was both and have both orders. They started to laugh really hard. When I asked what was so funny, they told me they had a bet on which one would come first. They thought it was going to be two different drivers and never thought one person would be using both apps. I laughed too and asked them which one was James. They told me they are both named James. I still wonder what other funny things those two guys try come up with. Customer paid with a card and he had instructions to leave the pizza on a bench in a public area. Drop it off and quickly leave the area. I left but pulled on a side street where I could see the bench. I wait probably close to 5 minutes and then I see a man bust out of a dilapidated building I thought was empty. He runs up and grabs the pizza. He spins a whole 360 degrees and he is glancing in every direction as if he was afraid he was being watched. Then he hurries back to the place and when he gets to the door he sees me and his eyes get huge and wide, paranoid and fearful. He slammed the door shut. I just think he was tweaking or something wouldn't be out of the ordinary around here. That's me eating pizza while on a diet. Was delivering to a hotel. Had a guy pass out on me 3 separate times in a 10-minute encounter. Apparently he was narcoleptic, but it still scared the crap out of me. He was too excited for the pizza. I delivered to a hotel in the middle of a local golf course. Called the number to let them know I was there and was told to come on up. Get to the room, and when the guy answered, there was a large group of guys, all in golf attire, surrounding a single guy in a chair. He was bound and blindfolded. The one that answered didn't even bat an eye. Just asked how much and tipped me $30 bucks. Warily I took the money and walked away. But before the door was fully closed, I heard one of the guys ask, I wonder if he knows this is a. Before I even left the parking lot, the guy that answered the door called me to say that the bound guy was his brother. And he was bound and blindfolded because it's his bachelor party and the stripper was waiting to come out. I just showed up way earlier than they thought I would. Some dude opened the apartment door completely naked. I was stunned, but what came after that made me ask myself, is he some kind of fucking magician? He put a hand behind his back and pulled a wallet. Only reasonable explanation I could give myself was that he tucked the wallet between his butt cheeks. Just simply coming up and there were 3 guys in underwear waiting for me. Handing the pizzas over and more just start coming out in underwear, and these were also wearing cowboy hats and native headdresses. Some kind of bro Halloween party or something. Got to grab my tip out of the dude's bra. It was funny as hell, but when I left the building I had to process for a moment what the hell happened. Some guy ordered a large pap pizza. When I got to the house he wasn't there, so I called him out. He told me he was in the bathroom taking a shit, and I had to wait 18-ish minutes to get my pay. I had 2 teenage girls open the door in their underwear. As a joke, I guess. They were probably 16 or something. They think it's funny, but I had to report it to my manager and hope nothing came of it. I was like 20 at the time. Just the other day showed up to a house to be greeted by 2 guys about 25 on the roof in underwear, clearly ecstatic about the pizza being delivered. Had someone answer the door once with a snake on his shoulders. Not like a milk snake or a garter, but a ball python. Probably about 6 feet long. As he closed the door I heard him say to someone that I hadn't reacted at all, lol. Sounded so disappointed. Back in college when I used to deliver pizzas, I delivered to the local county jail. An officer was taking someone to jail. The guy going to jail, still with his hands cuffed behind his back, got away from the officer and took off as I was walking in and ran into me. I'm pretty sure this guy was tripping on meth. The officer caught up to both of us on the ground and were able to subdue him. I was covered pizza sauce and the officers on shift took the pizza, paid, and each gave me $20. I told my manager and we remade the order for the officers and I redelivered the order. The police were grateful and I was given another tip. One deliver and I made about $400. I should add every time they ordered pizza from us again they always requested the guy who knew how to take a charge. And would always tip me well. Good times. Not mine. My father's story from back when. Was delivering for Domino's into a quite wealthy area. Knocks on the door. But of shuffling around inside. Guy opens it wearing a silk smoking jacket. Woman in the background on the couch full naked. Hands my dad $100 bill for the one pizza order and asks. If you can go grab me a gallon of milk and bring it back. Keep the change. They got their milk. Delivered a pizza to the back door of a funeral home. Two guys in their 20s answer the door. Both wearing long black rubber aprons over their shirts and ties. And long black rubber gloves. The aprons were glistening with some fluid or other. Fortunately the guy paying took off his gloves before pulling out his wallet and paying. I was only 18 at the time. Kinda freaked me out. To the point that today, 42 years later, I still remember it. A previous co-worker of mine delivered pizza when he was in college, and he told me that he once pulled up to a house and a group of high schoolers ran across the street with a finish line when he got there. They ordered from Pizza Hut and Domino's at the same time. I don't remember which one he worked for, but he won the race. I was delivering to a trailer park and heard the strains of bad karaoke from the driveway. Went and knocked on the door. Was greeted by a 50-something couple in their underwear who insisted I come in to set the food down and receive payment. The guy offered me a beer and asked me to stay and party. I told him I couldn't. My boss would be mad. He started doling out my tip in ones, with which he would beckon and retreat deeper into the trailer. His wife kept eyeing me and giggling. I ended it at $3 worth of tip and just left as stoically as I could. Then broke down laughing maniacally in my car. There was this house where a young couple had ordered pizza. I reached quite early and probably disturbed their sex session. The drunk dude had no idea that he had put on his girl's skirt. Not strange, but very difficult not to laugh at. That was just his kilt. Had to hide his Loch Ness monster. Do not forget to subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching.